people have waded into the Diddy conversation, and as we all know, for some time now, the whole narrative about Diddy is still trending, and a lot of people want to seek justice for all these victims who have been involved with Diddy. Now, a lot of people now, including John Legend, is wading into the conversation, and for him, he says all he wants is to see Diddy rot in prison if all these allegations, meted against him, has been proven. What are the cops waiting for? What actually are the security officials waiting for about this conversation? For him, he says justice is what he's seeking for, and it's getting a lot of traction on the internet, and a lot of people are also expressing their thought about it. So we will be getting into that very shortly, but just in case you also want to add your voice to it, make sure you leave it inside the comment section. This is the Literary Helping Axe News. Let's officially get started. So like I've said, a lot of people on social media have been livid for some time now about the whole Diddy issue, the expose upon expose coming up, and a lot of people bringing in so many evidence against Diddy, and it looks like till now he's still roaming about, and nothing so far has been said or seen like drastic measures so far, and so it's getting a lot of people into a very tantrous moment. And guess who is also adding his voice into this? And that is none other than John Legend. Now, he went for an interview. Yeah, let me just position myself properly. Well, so he went for an interview and he was being asked about this whole Diddy issue. And he said for him, what he hates in his life is injustice. All he's actually preached for his entire life is justice, and he wants nothing but justice. And so in this Diddy issue, all he wants to see is that he wants justice to to prevail. He again extended his commiserations to all the victims involved, and he said no individual, what so personality you are, what so individual you are, do not or does not deserve to be in this kind of horrendous practice from Diddy. And I'm like, okay, well, fine. Guess who's talking? John Legend. A lot of people actually are not happy that this piece of advice is coming from John Legend. And I was like, why also peeved that it's coming from John Legend? I mean, he's championing sanity. He's championing against violence, and a lot of people are just so peeved. I really struggle to understand why a lot of people are not happy. So, I mean, it got me to ask a lot of people, does it mean John Legend himself has been doing a lot of stuff behind closed doors? I mean, it's a question. Hmm? I'm just asking, because the comments beneath what I've read, juxtaposing to what John Legend is trying to portray, does it mean that John Legend himself is, doing something against what he's actually preaching? I don't know, but I'm just confused. There's something about people who are speaking about the Diddy issue. I don't agree with people who feel that because of the Diddy issue, they can also parade themselves as saints and as holy and all of that. But I don't think John Legend has anything incriminating enough to not warrant him express his view or thought about any conversation. And I think it's weird. This is a topical issue that everybody is speaking about. It's actually one of the most talked about conversation, and I just do not understand why a lot of people are making so much of a big fuss about it. Like, it just doesn't add up to me. Let's see how things really goes. But for me, with this Diddy issue, I've said it and I'll say it again, I'm just so tired about it. I feel that it can be better. It can be better because dude is still walking freely as though nothing happened. And so what more are we demanding? Who knows whether or not he's not actually gone to the extent of giving authorities some cash just to roll things out of the carpet, because he's powerful and he can do everything in his power to make sure that his name looks very good in the public domain once again. And nothing but happened because, of course, Jay-Z is his friend, and Jay-Z is well connected. So for John Legend, he says that he wants justice for all these victims, and he actually empathized with all these victims in the Diddy issue. And a lot of people are also saying that, well, this should not come from you directly because we know you, and we've seen exactly, what you have done in the past. But I don't know what he's done in the past that is making people, feel uncomfortable that it's coming from him. And I didn't also understand why a lot of people feel that Legend does not warrant the moral right to express his thought about this. But for me, I feel everybody should condemn it regardless. Like, the relationship we have with Diddy. I feel so heartbreaking anytime I speak about this Diddy issue because taking advantage of someone is one of the most ridiculous stuff I've ever seen or hear. It's sad when you don't have a voice or you don't have someone backing you to support you in your difficult times, and that's how painful Cassie issue really was. The fact that she had nobody backing her, and when she even came out to speak about it, a lot of people were saying that she wanted to ruin Diddy's career, and she was such a parasite trying to cause havoc onto Diddy's career. But now we've seen the reality, and we've seen who the devil itself, is, and it's quite a very sad situation. Anyways, so that's John Legend over there, and he is seeking justice for all these victims, and he says that this is a mass, like everybody. Should not suffer such a dreadful experience just as Diddy gave to Cassie and other, people over there. Let's know what you think about it inside the comment section. But I think a lot of people have been sending their messages. Maybe I can do one or two for you on the internet and see. So this one comes to say that Diddy has actually done a lot of. Okay, so he used the S over there. I'm not going to read that. Let's just be decorous sometimes. Okay, we all speaking against Diddy's practice right now, but I think we also have some role to play of becoming more decorous with what we express. And of course, so he says that Diddy has done a lot of things, but I wish that finally he actually justice prevail. Another one comes from Chantel. Chantel comes to say that Diddy, since day one, has been acting very shady, and if authorities really are ready to investigate him, they're actually going to find a lot about him. I think this is true because recently, Notorious Biggie's mom also came out saying that for her, she wants to, give a hefty slap to Diddy, and a lot of people didn't understand. Now, it's been also alleged that Diddy had a hand or a role to play in her daughter, her son's, demise. I don't know how these issues are resurrecting, like they're coming back again, and it's like there's something fishy about all the death of certain people in Hollywood, and it all boils down to Diddy having a hand in it. Guys, let us know what you think about it inside the comment section. And Diddy now and Diddy forever. Thanks for watching.